Yo, what's up, gamers? Aaron Shack here, and we are live with some very exciting news today. Let me actually grab my headphones for this. I didn't fully prepare now. But we are going to take a look at Monster Hunter Wilds and their latest update, which I think looks absolutely incredible. I am so excited to jump into this and check it out, and we won't have to wait long. So yeah, they dropped this on Twitter kind of later yesterday, and if I pull this up right here, this massive update will be coming on the 18th, and I want to react to it with you all. So let's give this a watch. It's really only 10 minutes, but you know, with all of the performance enhancements that they've been making, optimizing Monster Hunter Wilds and making sure that it runs really well on PC, you know, making sure that all of the events in the game and stuff are up to par, and they've been doing free updates where they've had different hunts and event quests and all sorts of fun things. And so now is where we start paving the road truly for the future with what they have called their final, you know, quote unquote update. But let's see what he says.
こんにちは。モンスターハンターワイルズプロデューサーの辻本です。本日はモンスターハンターワイルズとして最後となるアップデート情報をお伝えしたいと思います。
But see, what that means is typically with these Monster Hunter games is that when there is a final update, it's like, okay, well, these are all the freebies. This is the end of like the main story, you know, in that form. But what this means is that now we're waiting for the Iceborne, you know, the Monster Hunter World Iceborne, or the Monster Hunter Rise, you know, Sunbreak DLC. So let's see what he has to say here.
用意しましたのでご覧ください。どうぞ。
Hit us with the enjoy.
Is this Arkveld manifesting guardian powers?
Looks awesome. Hey! So this is cool. This is for Monster Hunter Stories 3 if we go back.
映像を用意しましたのでご覧ください。どうぞ。
Yeah, yeah. So this right here
is
Arkveld.
Guardian powers?
But he's arc-tempered now. So this is going to be a 10-star mission. It's not going to be easy. And then right here, I just wanted to pause it so we can get a good look at. But this is the Monster Hunter Stories 3 collab. So obviously we're going to have like a skin for the Palico cat. And then of course we're going to have some really cool looking armor. I dig it. Yeah, look at that. We got eggs. This is totally like the first trailer. Oh my god, look at the little look at the little guy just hopping out with his little wings. And then this guy, we got Cabra over here. And just watch his little tongue come out. It's like okay. And then right here, dude. Okay, there's that one. And then literally like full size, dude. Ray Dow just meow popping out of there. And he's got like a little Rathalos flying around. So I kind of wonder how all this stuff is actually going to work in game, you know, what replaces what and what is a skin for what, but it looks like we have all these different little things that can follow us around. So yeah, cute little Little baby Rathalos. Now this is really interesting. So if we go back here, they held an original weapon and pendant design contest. And what this looks like is it's like some sort of like giant mirror that's been cracked and broken. And they turned it into a great sword. And you'll get to see, as they show later, we're going to get to see some of the designs that people submitted to be made into actual weapons in the game. And this looks cool. So it's a great sword. Yeah, look at that. So this is made by this creator here, Nolan Liu. And yeah, it looks like, you know, it's sort of broken, but then when you like fully charge it up, all of the broken pieces of the mirror sort of connect together into like a solid sword. And then when it sort of slams on the ground or impacts with the monster, you're going to see like shards of glass, you know, sort of explode and create some sort of effect. Yeah, right here. Everything kind of comes together. And then you break the glass. It's really cool. Yeah, you got some little cats chasing you with some meat. So this is SOS Meeting Pendant. Interesting. And they shake with movement. And then this is really cool. They're doing a weekly rotation of each festival of Accord. So, you know, if you missed each of the 4 events here that have graced the game, which I believe I came in during this one here in the bottom right corner. That's when I started playing, because I was like, you know, we're waiting for optimization. You know, there's no real reason to jump in while I was busy, you know, trying to complete everything there is to do in World, meet every monster, capture, defeat, hunt them, and then eventually, you know, putting hundreds of hours into Rise, and now we've sort of completed the initial high rank campaign, and we're kind of going from there on Rise. And then with Wilds, you know, we've sort of gotten to Omega and sort of the end of the high rank stuff with Wilds. So yeah, I'm very excited to be able to check out some of these events. And what they're going to do is, after this February 18th update, you're going to have weekly rotations of each of these festivals. And they look absolutely gorgeous. So all previous rewards will be re-available. So they've done this before. Obviously, they've done it with World, where you know, various events were made like permanent, where they're just always available, or, you know, with certain events they kind of cycle on a week-to-week basis. So you're not missing anything. And if we just go back, you can see, like, obviously there's water guns, and then there's all these various costumes that you can have, both for your character and for your Palico. So that's very cool. Pick up any equipment you may have missed before, and check out new event quests. So yeah, it looks like we have some like slimy jello looking boys. And if you notice carefully, dude, falls down and they start eating them, dude. And then there's also going to be a new event quest for Rompopolo, who apparently is apparently like the least hunted monster. I actually really enjoyed hunting this monster. I enjoyed their gear, and I think their poison lance is freaking awesome. It's just kind of an easy monster to fight and test your skills against, and maybe that's why maybe other players are not hunting this character as much. Yeah, so cool mask. Yeah, new rewards. You have a deflated Rompopolo mask, and then you have an inflated one. And then, of course, there is some Nadia cosmetics here, because she's gonna have her own quest and content to play there. And next, we have all of our apexes, right? The big bad bosses of each location of the map. Yeah. So, once again, February 18th, that is this update.
2025年2月28日の発売からもうすぐ1年を迎えようとしています。発売から本日までプレイしていただき本当にありがとうございます。アップデート配信から1ヶ月の間、1周年を記念したゲーム内イベントを開催いたしますので楽しんでいただければと思います。
Nice. In-game anniversary.
まずこの期間中にログインすると
So, if you log in during the anniversary event, you will receive a free item pack. So, I kind of said this as I retweeted this video on Twitter, and then I was like, man, I gotta do a deep dive on this and share it with everyone on the channel, do a breakdown here. But there has never been a better time to jump in and play Monster Hunter Wilds. So, whether you're gonna pick it up on console, or if you want to get it on PC, this is the perfect time. They've done a lot of optimization, and that's very, very exciting. And you want to get in on this event because it's February 18 through March 19, okay?
特典として特別な
They're going to give us a couple weeks, cycle through all the events.
過去に配信していた季節イベントを1週間ごとのサイクルで再配信します。
Look at all that food, dude. Like sushi and like, I like the outfit too.
来週会場で四季を感じながらハンターの皆様で楽しんでいただけますと幸いです。
Golly, the food in this game is
それで
so
はこ
good.
の期間に配信するクエストの情報を紹介してまいります。
Yeah, now these quests, dude. Okay, so we have, I said this at the beginning of stream, this is the Arc-Tempered Arc-Veld. So once again, you're gonna have to be HR 100, but honestly, gosh, I think we started playing Wilds pretty early this year, and it only took like maybe a week or two of, you know, just playing a couple hours a night, which, you know, not everyone may have that kind of time, but you know, it didn't take like thousands or hundreds of hours to hit HR 100, and I was honestly just so enveloped in the story and the world and just trying to learn everything and try out all the weapons and learn new things and try to grind for gear, you know, and start hunting all the different monsters so I could craft different armors that I thought looked cool or had different perks. So yeah, this is a 10-star Arc-Tempered Arc-Veld. New event quest. Which I use this image here for the thumbnail, where you can sort of see him, you know, glowing and powering up here. You know, they're sort of saying that, you know, after the events of the story, you know, we obviously see Arc-Veld, but now it looks like he's sort of morphing into like a guardian version of himself. Yeah, he's got some moves, dude. Oof. Oh, the gear. Oh, the gear looks so good. Dude, the chains on the gauntlets. Oof. Yeah, they both look good. And the palico. So, this is what's interesting. All 4 previous Arc-Tempered monsters will also feature in new 10-star quests. So, these are going to be very challenging. And there's also going to be a quest that will have us going after each of these Arc-Tempered monsters to provide that we are indeed, or rather, to provide proof of a hero.
登場した4体の歴戦王の星10クエストも新たに配信となります。星10のクエストからは
10-star quests will award time-worn charms, which will have a high chance of yielding rare talismans. So that's really good. These talismans will typically have like multiple gem slots for your decorations that will allow you to customize them further, but they will usually come with like really good perks on them. I've really enjoyed this. Okay, and right here you can obviously see that you can go after all 4 arc-tempereds for proof of a hero. 10 stars right there. It says this ultimate quest is dedicated to the greatest hunter I know. A rogue's gallery of fierce monsters await you, but complete it and you'll stand as proof to future generations of what you are to us. So once again, it's 50-minute time limit, but the reward money is 150,000 zenny. You only get 3 feints, and you have to be HR 100 or higher, and you're probably going to want to make sure you got a full hunting squad so that you can quickly take down each of these monsters and make sure that you have, you know, proper builds or at least different weapons that you can swap between so that you can attack each monster's weakness. So yeah, that looks really cool. Yeah, so high difficulty Huntathon. Look at him. You're gonna have to use those walls to separate these monsters and divide your team accordingly. And look at that, the clash with Arkveld, dude. So this is really cool. Okay, so you have to play the new event quest in order to get them. And then it says here, all 16 creators whose entries were selected as finalists. So you can see here some different concepts that people have submitted, and they all look really cool, and different types of weapons even. And then you can see these here. All sorts of cute little pendants and things like that. Oh, that one's cool with like the little rubber ducky and like a little orb of water. That's cool. Little charm there. That's really cool. Or Lagiacus. That's awesome. And they're also doing a collab, as you saw at the beginning of the stream, with Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection, which has a demo available now. I'm going to try to check that out this week as well. I haven't played any of the Stories games yet, so I thought this would be a fun one to jump into. That looks cool. That looks cool. And that is on March 13th, Monster Hunter Stories 3. Help Rudy, the Royal Palico, in a special new side mission. Yeah, so it looks like we're probably going to be collecting various eggs, my guess. Get the Rudy costume, Alpha Palico equipment, and the Monsty themed pendants. Oh, that's cool. So that's how you get him following you, and then okay, we got Gravius, Chakabra, and Ray down. And then Nadia will also have a co-op side mission. I'm telling you, dude, it's a massive update. I did not undersell you on the title of this video. So once again, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, and let us know what you think of Nadia. So you can get the outfit. Conventional quest features some colorful pendant rewards. So that's a permanent thing for February 25th. Little guy. This makes me sad. The least hunted monster. So we prepared a limited time event quest for it. And this is from February 28th through March 19th. And he looks like a big version of Rompopolo. And it is a 10-star, and it says just what the doctor ordered. Proof you've hunted a fierce monster has great value when used for melding, smelting, or upgrades. And that's probably where we're going to get the mask, I would assume. Especially challenging. Ooh, and we get like a little lantern. That's cool. And look, it's got like little syringes in the base. That looks cool. Yeah, so there it is. So you got the puffy version, and then you got the sad, beaten down version, which for some reason I'm getting like Squidward vibes on the face here. Interesting assortment of rewards it has in the store. Yeah, so the grind is real. And of course, you've got equipment rewards, the Gala Suit Alpha and Feline Star Alpha. This is a permanent. And final free challenge quest will feature Arc-Tempered Arcveld. And I don't know why that's a limited time. Yeah, I would think you would just want to start having things around permanently. So, this is your roadmap. Almost all previously released event quests will be made permanently available from February the 18th. So once again, this is a massive update that is coming to the game starting the 18th. And you can start grinding each of the festivals of Accord and, you know, checking out all the new collaboration content, going after the new 10-star difficulty monsters, you know, playing the new side mission, all these optional quests. You know, this is all going to be high difficulty. Also, you get a free character and Palico edit voucher. And, of course, they've added Latin American Spanish as a new voice language, so. It looks really cool. And they're not done. So those will be in March, the ones that they will reveal more on later. Yeah, stability and performance since Title Update 4. As I said before, they've done a really good job with optimization. So even if you've been playing on PC and you took some time off, or you saw like the mostly negative reviews from launch until only recently, that they have finally been able to optimize the game and figure out a lot of the problems. Now's the time. So yeah, more improvements.
リアルイベントの情報です。ハンターのための祭典、モンスターハンターフェスタ26を2月22日。
Look at that, dude. Look at that. That's beautiful. You got Zenogre, you got Kulu.
幕張メッセで開催いたします。
Some art.
最速ハンターを決めるモンスターハンター
Got the
ワイルズ
Monster
仮王
Championship.
決定戦
The world's fastest monster hunters.
2026やさまざま
Look at that freaking like life-size Rajang, and then they even have some weapons here. That's scary, dude. Look how big that thing is.
な展示、体験コーナーもありますので、ぜひ会場にお越しください。当日のステージ配信でもご覧いただけます。お越しください。
lot of different monsters there, so we can compare sizes and maybe just see if those are monsters we might see in the future.
当日のステージ配信でもご覧いただけますのでお楽しみに。アップデートに関する情報は以上となります。改めましてモンスターハンターワイルズをプレイしていただいた皆様、多くの意見やご声援を寄せていただきありがとうございました。今日お伝えしたアップデートの内容もぜひ楽しんでください。今後の展開について皆様
Now what's next?
にお伝えしたいと思います。モンスターハンターワイルズにおいても
Large scale expansion similar to Monster Hunter World Iceborne and Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak
ような大型拡張コンテンツの開発を進めております。皆様には夏頃に正式な情報をお伝えできるように準備を進めております。どうかお待ちいただければと思います。3月13日にはストーリーズシリーズ最新作のモンスターハンターストーリーズ3運命の総流も発売されますので、ぜひ皆様遊んでみてください。
It does look good. It
今後
looks
とも
really
モンスタ
cool.
ーハンターシリーズをよろしくお願いいたします。それではまたお会いできればと思います。ハッピーハンティング
Alright, dude's a legend. Make sure you know, like I said, there's no better time to pick up this game. Monster Hunter Wilds is available now, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, also available on Steam. I think Capcom really knocked it out of the park with this one. That is a really solid update to the game, and I'm very excited to play everything and start grinding all the events. So I think if anything, Wilds is going to be an even bigger mainstay on the channel as I try to continue playing and make sure that I get everything from all these events. And, you know, I'm having a great time. We fought Gogmazios and we started creating various weapons from his materials, I would say, and from some of the materials that exist already in the game. We're going to talk more after this because I do have a new Shackcast episode that we're going to do live here on the channel. But I wanted to make sure that we took some special time to take a look at Monster Hunter Wilds and its first anniversary message, as well as a lot of the exciting details that we will get to know hopefully later this summer. So I'm gonna link this video in the description as well in case you want to watch it again. Hang tight. We're going to transfer over to a live Shackcast podcast episode where we're going to talk about a lot of things. We're going to talk about live service games. We're going to probably talk a little bit about what we've seen here with Wilds, and we're going to dive into Horizon Hunter's Gathering, a new game by Guerrilla, which is somewhat similar to this. That's why I wanted to kind of have this video out first so that we could sort of talk about this in relation to that game. So we'll talk about live service games, traditional video games, and of course retro gaming and how that's been going on the channel. And we'll talk more about all the things that I'm excited about for this year and for the next few months. So once again, I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more. Bye.